What's up, YouTube? DaAverageGamer Shawn here, bringing you my review of Jurassic World, the fourth movie in the franchise of Jurassic Park, but this is really the sequel to Jurassic Park 1. And I say that by saying this movie did what Days of Future Past did to the X-Men franchise, which it made all the bad movies null and void. So they don't reference Jurassic Park The Lost World or GP3 at all in this movie, but they always go back to the first movie. They even brought back the scientists from the first movie as the main character in this movie. So with that being said, there's a lot of references in this movie, a lot of Easter eggs to the first movie, like including bringing back the original lab, the Jeep, as a guy wearing a Jurassic Park shirt. But they don't mention the other two movies at all. So this is a direct sequel to Jurassic Park. Now, as we all know, in the trailers of this movie, the park is now open. So with that being said, people are bored, quote unquote, of seeing the regular dinosaurs. So the scientists in the lab and the people in charge of the place want bigger, better, scarier attractions. So these people are like legit breeding, or not even breeding, genetically making new dinosaurs. They're playing God. And that's where you get the Indominus Rex, aka the Holy Shitosaurus, dubbed by Jeremy Johns, another reviewer on YouTube. So the whole movie, the movie starts with them with Chris Pratt going through training the raptors. You see everybody in the lab checking on the park. You got this whole big like NASA control room of everybody making sure everything's going good in the park. You see people enjoying the park, all that stuff, and that's pretty much like, oh, you get introduced to your kid characters. It's like a little, I say about 10 to 12-year-old boy and like a 16, 17-year-old boy whose parents are going through a divorce. Their aunt is the lady with the short hair. I can't remember her name, so I'm not even gonna try. So the parents send them to the park to go with her to have a good time, to try to ease things over as they go through the divorce. So that's pretty much like the first 35-45 minutes of the movie is you getting to know all the human characters. You also have Vincent D'Onofrio in this movie. Like I said, you have the scientists from the first movie. There's a whole bunch of different things like that. Talk about the park, talking about the dinosaurs and all that stuff. Vincent D'Onofrio's character, he has a subplot where he wants to use the Velociraptors as weapons for the government to go. They're pretty much, the Velociraptors are really going to replace the dogs that they use in war. Just sick them, kill them, gone. But Chris Pratt tries to explain to them that these people, even though you create, quote unquote, made them, they don't know that these are still living, breathing creatures with brains. So that's why Chris Pratt can't control the Velociraptors, but they have like a mutual respect. This movie isn't like I said, the first movie where it's like, oh my gosh, dinosaurs. This motherfucking movie is a fucking horror movie. It is a fucking fright fest movie. This movie is kind of like a sci-fi movie done right, pretty much. Like, the Indominus Rex, or the Holy Shitosaurus, has spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil it, because it's kind of a fun reveal if you're an idiot. Pretty much has the genetic makeup of a whole bunch of different dinosaurs, so it can camouflage. We don't have to spoil it. The damn thing has Velociraptor in it. It's pretty much, I would say, 30-some% Velociraptor, 30-some % TRex, and a mixture of a whole bunch of other things from the park. So it can camouflage, it can think, it can set traps, it can do a whole bunch of stuff. This thing is legit Predator or Alien. Predator is Predator. So, or the Xenomorph or something like that. This thing is a living, breathing fucking killer, legit. Once it like, it get set free because it's like clawed the wall. It made claw marks going all the way up the wall, so they think it can climb, but it can't climb. So they go in, try to find it, and they're like, no, it's still in there with you. So then it escapes, and then once it escapes, they send out like the put it back in the cage team to go get it, and that's when they find out the motherfucker can camouflage, because they're looking around, and it's like, then it just comes out the trees, and it's like, it can camouflage. So it can camouflage, it can set traps and all of this stuff, and it's not killing to eat, it's killing for sport. Which goes back to, like, you have everybody on this ride, on the ride and stuff, and then there's like the geosphere where you can like go into the wild plains and deal, and you can go look at like the herbivores while they eat and graze and sleep and all that stuff. So you can actually go into the big field and do that. So they're like in these the hamster ball things, you know, like when people when rich people get bored, they go into the big hamster balls and bounce into each other. It's something like that. It keeps your scent and smell inside the thing up to certain ones, but you know, they're herbivores, they don't really care, they're peaceful creatures. But the little kids are inside of one. At this point, the thing is loose, so they're telling everybody to go back to the rocks, go back to safety and all that stuff. But the little nigga and his big brother's like, let's go explore some more. The little nigga's like, no, let's go back. He's like, nigga, shut up. So they go and they see an open gate, which pretty much leads them to Jurassic Park world. Like the first, it pretty much puts them in the first movie, and it's up to Chris Pratt and what's her face to go find the kids. They go find the kids, and then that's when they get to the Ankylosaurs, and the Ankylosaurs have to, I think they're fighting the Holy Shitosaurus, and it breaks, it knows how to pick the thing up, put its claws in there and break the thing. So they narrowly escape. They go to the first lab, they fix the Jeep, they escape. Chris Pratt and them and old girl find them at the last minute, and then while they're looking for them, the Holy Shitosaurus comes, almost kills Chris Pratt and old girl. Then they go to, well, then the scientist who's all like complete, or the man who's completely over the thing, he's like, all right, we gotta go help, yada yada yada. The military is here, so they're trying to go help things out. He gets into the airplane, well, not the airplane, the helicopter, which he barely knows how to drive. Goes, and they see the Holy Shitosaurus, and is going into like the pterodactyl dome. He breaks in there, pretty much sets them free, and that's where you get the part in the movie, well, in the trailers, where the birds are the plane. I'm sorry, attacking people in the field. That's how he gets loose. But it's one part of the movie where one of the pterodactyls just snatches this dude's soul. Like, he turned into Shang Tsung for a second. He just, give me your soul. Give me that. It was so funny. Dies. The main person about the lab dies. But Vincent D'Onofrio and the scientists from the first movie, they pretty much had a plan. Spoilers. This is going to lead into the sequels. To turn the Holy Shitosaurus into Velociraptor size, or smaller, pretty much. That way they can be packed and like Velociraptor. Nigga, they trying to make this fucking big ass monster thing Velociraptor size. That's their whole plan. So when they're evacuating, they take all this stuff that they're making and do this. So then they're like, okay, finally, like I said, Vincent D'Onofrio, the whole time he's trying to get the Velociraptors to become militarized. So they're like, okay, this is the perfect time to prove it. So Chris Pratt says, hey, if we're going to do it, they're going to do it under my lead because they trust me. Yada, yada, yada. Because we've seen throughout the movie Chris Pratt communicating pretty much, telling them what to do. They listen because he's been with the Velociraptor since they were hatched. So they like trust him, respect him, and all that stuff. So they're about to go hunt down the Holy Shitosaurus. And then this one we learn in the movie that the Holy Shitosaurus is made out of a Velociraptor, because they won't really tell what the Holy Shitosaurus is made out of. So that's when we learn that he's made out of a Velociraptor, because they start talking to each other. They're like, they're like, holy shit. So pretty much, goddamn, they turned into NWO. So you got Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, X-Pac. Well, X-Pac wasn't in. You know what I'm trying to say. They're turning the goddamn NWO, and they just start fucking shit up. But the Velociraptors were actually still on Chris Pratt's side because they're smart. They can think. They were just trying to trick the Holy Shitosaurus. Oh, but the Holy Shitosaurus finds out. Because in the last scene, there's like this whole scene of the people trying to escape from the Holy Shitosaurus and the Velociraptors. So I believe one of the Velociraptors was about to be like, "Hey, Dad," it was so fucking sad because he just popped up his little, he was like, "Oh, you can't even see me." You're like, "Hey, Dad," and then they blow him up. I was like, "Oh shit." That was the saddest part of the whole movie to me. That was the saddest, funniest part of this whole movie to me, when they blew up that Velociraptor. I think that was Charlie, because it's Charlie, Alpha, Beta, and Blue. Blue is the main one, of course, because he has a different name. And he has this blue stripe like on his head and going around his back, whatever. But they blow up that little Velociraptor. I'm like, oh shit. That shit was so funny and so sad at the same time. Because he like legit just popped his head up like, "Hey, Dad, we're really on your boom." So then they're chasing after him because they still trying to go along with this thing. And then they get back to the main park. Oh, well, the Velociraptors, I'm skipping over now, but the Pterodactyls, they attack the city. They get as many people as they can to safety. And it's just a slaughter fest of humans. So if you didn't think they were going to like kill a lot of people, oh nigga, they killed a lot of people in this movie. They didn't kill a lot of kids. I was hoping they'll actually show kids dying, because I'm an asshole like that, but still. It's just a whole bunch of carnage going on in this movie. So the park is clear. Everybody's in like this safe haven. And then you get to the final standoff between the Velociraptors and the TRex. I mean the Holy Shitosaurus. So then they're all fighting. Chris Pratt, the kids, and the girl are watching. The Velociraptor Blue pretty much turns around, so like, I got you, and then the Holy Shitosaurus see this, is like, nigga, you fucking two-faced, smack Blue. We all think Blue dead. And then the other two, they start attacking the Holy Shitosaurus, the Velociraptors. I hope that makes sense what I just said. So pretty much, like I said, the Velociraptors are pretty much we're tricking the Holy Shitosaurus so we can kill him, because we know he's the enemy. Because you told me he's the enemy, but we gotta act like we're working together. So Holy Shitosaurus finds out, smacks Blue aside. Other two start attacking, and that's when the little kid's like, "We need more teeth," which pretty much is sign, go get the goddamn T-Rex. So that they go get the T-Rex. T-Rex comes. T-Rex is getting his ass whipped by the Holy Shitosaurus. Holy Shitosaurus kills the other two little Velociraptors. One, he literally throws one into like a bomb. I don't know what happened, but he throws him into like a little cash register little place. He blows up. The other one just gets knocked the fuck out. And so it's just the T-Rex about to die. The Holy Shitosaurus is about to goddamn chomp down on his neck. And then good old baby Blue goddamn comes out of nowhere, saves the day. And they jump the Holy Shitosaurus. And just when we think that the Holy Shitosaurus is like, you know what? I'm the man. I'm made out of both of y'all, so I can beat y'all. And y'all remember the big alligator whale thing they showed in the previews, they gave him a little shine in the movie. But this nigga comes like RKO out of nowhere and just snatches the holy shitosaurus underwater and just chomps his ass up. I'm like, it was legit an RKO out of nowhere, because I completely forgot that that thing was around at this point in the movie, because like it had this little scene when it was like, oh look, he's gonna jump out the water, yada yada yada. So this thing is like half whale, half alligator. This thing is huge, and it just kills the holy shitosaurus. Everybody gets out safely. All in all, the movie itself was a very good movie. Once you get past the first part of the movie, everything is smooth sailings. It's a horror flick, so I think going into this thinking is kind of like a Alien or Predator movie, Jason movie. I don't know, I'll go Alien Predator movie. It's just a fun movie. It's a good popcorn flick. Take your kids to go see it. It's just a good movie all around. If you enjoyed this review, if you've seen the movie yourself, comment down below what you thought about the movie. Share this video out with your friends so they can talk about the movie as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to follow me on anything other than YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all linked in the description below. With all of that being said, I really enjoyed this movie. I suggest you all go see it as well. But with all of that being said, I am DaAverageGamer Shawn, and I am out of here.